the midst of the Christmas holiday season and in the midst of holiday basketball tournaments. Right now, Access Sacramento, in association with Play On Sports, has you dialed into one of the best at Sacramento High School, the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Good evening and welcome to the Dave Hotel Memorial Pavilion at Sacramento High School. Nice to have you with us for this championship ball game. Host Sacramento High taking on powerful Chaminade. With Randy Routier, I am Will James. Both of these teams reached the finals with some hard-fought, gut-wrenching victories. Randy Routier, let's take a look at the last outings and see how these two teams prevailed. As you well know, these were tight ball games.
They really were. Chaminade defeated the very speedy Oakland team by 9, and then the outstanding game in overtime, a 1-point victory as Sacramento holds on at that last shot and came away with the victory.
The impact players for both teams are going to have to come up big tonight. For Todd Wolfson and Chaminade, the Soaring Eagles must bring their A games.
Yeah, and Jared Martin is a guy. He put up over 30 points last night. He runs it all, but he's got great support. Jack Williams, the junior, and then Trevor, the freshman, the outstanding freshman, big number 22.
Well, Derek Swafford's Dragons answered the call in overtime in the semis. They'll have to do it again. The Deluxe Dragons must come to play.
And they are the outside. Look at these guards here. Aaron Cameron, he's the main guy, the big shooter from the outside. He will do most of it inside. Had not had an outstanding game in the previous game.
Scrappy Joe Barnes, one of the most underrated players in the area. We've got things set up very nicely for you here at Sac High in the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and brace for the opening tip-off when we return.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. Seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall, and make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can raise something that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome to the big show. We're at Sacramento High School, and this is the championship contest of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Chaminade coming in from West Hills, California to take on the host, Sacramento High School Dragons. Nice to have you with us. With Randy Routier, I'm Will James. And we have really been treated for the better part of 5 days on this 16-team tournament that has really turned into one of the very best in Northern California.
There's no question about it, and the Sacramento crowds, they always turn up. I think that's one of the reasons why this tournament is so attractive to teams outside of the area.
No question about it. Certainly Sac High always has an excellent home following, but the basketball community in general from around the area has turned out in excellent force to see some of these quality teams from Northern and Southern California. There's one of them right there, Chaminade from West Hills. And they were able to hold off Oakland High by 9 in a scrappy ball game in the semifinals, while Sac High in a real thriller prevailed over West Ranch by 1 in overtime to reach the finals of their own tournament, and that's quite a feather in their cap, considering they're playing without one of their top players and their scoring leader, Devon Boyd, who's finished for the season for the most part with season-ending knee surgery. That's quite a statement. Well, I think the impasse is due to the impending national anthem, and on previous evenings they're waiting for standout vocalist Aronessa Turner to make her presence known at center court. One of the dynamic vocalists and a Sac High alumnus, a graduate, I believe 2 seasons ago. And we have heard her grace Sac High games on many previous occasions here at the Dave Hotel Memorial Pavilion. And I, for one, will be sorely disappointed if Ms. Turner cannot be located. She was scheduled to sing the Star Spangled Banner, what I regard as the most difficult song to sing, based on the extreme range that is required. So we'll see what materializes on this account. As you can see there, the Chaminade Eagles in their road orange trimmed in navy out of West Hills under the guidance of 50-year head coach Todd Wolfson. And there's Derek Swafford, veteran head coach of Sac High.
Hotel Memorial Pavilion for tonight's championship action between the Chaminade Eagles and Sac-Joaquin.
Our starting lineups and deal with the national anthem at another time. Well, the Chaminade Eagles come in as they, along with Inglewood, were the pre-tournament co-favorites for this. Let's take a look at their starting 5, put on the floor by Todd Wolfson. Well, Jared Martin, we saw a lot out of him in the semifinals, gunning his way to 30-some points. Cohen, Tinsley, Happy Jack Willison, and the outstanding freshman Trevor Standback at 6'10", Williams at 6'9". You can see that they're going to have a tremendous height advantage in certain regards. Those two, along with the outside gunning from Martin, really put a true big 3 out on the floor.
Yeah, they really did. And when you first look at the lineup, the sides, you think, oh, they'll just go inside, down low. But Martin is tremendous outside, and he can really drive to the hoop as well.
For Derek Swafford's Sacramento High Dragons, who prevailed by 1 in overtime over West Ranch to reach the finals of their tournament. They'll start in the backcourt, a pair of Camerons. That would be Keelan Cameron, number 3, and Aaron Cameron, number 10. And that is a nice mixture of speed and gunning. Kalan, a makeshift point guard, and runs the floor and applies heavy defensive pressure. Aaron Cameron, a major three-ball gunner. At the post, 6'7" senior James Hadnot really coming into his own this season. And at the forwards, veteran Joe Barnes, perhaps the most underrated player around town at 6'3", and the dynamic freshman Devin Young to round out the Dragons starting five. And Young, Randy, will have to have a premium performance tonight against that taller front nine of Chaminade with Williams and Stanback.
Yeah, Devin Young really has a huge challenge before him tonight. Last night he played pretty well. He had 9 points in that game, averaging nearly 13 points. As a freshman, he's outstanding. You take a look at him coming out there, number 25, but he's the biggest guy they got.
And their victory over Pleasant Grove in the quarterfinals, he did not really assert himself, but boy, he sure did last night against West Ranch when they had to play against Kaluna.
Yeah, and last night, that was only game 7 on the season. This season's very, very young. He's a young player, and it will be really interesting to track him and see as he progresses what he looks like near the end of the season.
Contrast in style and composition. There you see the orange-clad Chaminade Eagles, and there, the host Sacramento High Dragons from Oak Park here. And the same trio as in the third place game. Ed Page and Gannis and Ray Simmons are game officials tonight. Ray Simmons to throw up the basketball. Tapped by Williams. Chaminade. Here's Martin. A miss. Outlet from Hadnot to Aaron Cameron. Sac on the attack. Just underway. Very happy to have you with us here on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Turnaround Jay, knocked in by Devin Young.
Well, and you called it, Will, that Devin Young would have to have an outstanding game. What a great start for Devin.
Very aggressive on his first touch. Nice touch. Jaron Martin with a 36-point explosion last night against Oakland. Jack Williams, bingo, a 3-ball and a 3-2. Chaminade lead. Chaminade out of West Hills. Aaron Cameron down. So he matches that 3 with one of his own.
Yeah, he had 16 points last night. Great start for him. Sac looks like they've gotten off to a great start.
Jaron Martin wearing number 0, handling the rock, is a force. A big-time gunner, and he can drive it. Oh, yes. Jaron Martin, a 5-5 tie so far. Nobody's missed. Feed the post. It's the freshman, Young. Fadeaway Jay, not this time. Saved by Martin to Williams. Chaminade with the rock. We're just underway. We've played a minute and a half. Wow, strong drive right there. Tinsley with the bucket. 7-5, Chaminade. Fadeaway jump shot by Hadnot, and he's got it.
Well, I think after the previous game Hadnot had, where he scored 14 points, hit some big free throws down the stretch, he looks very, very confident.
Jaron Martin. Wow, here's a long 3 on the way, and another miss from outside. And aside from Martin, those other Chaminade guards just were not hitting last night. But let's take a look here at the way Jaron Martin operates.
Yeah, and that guy will hit a lot of those. Watch this guy, 0, and then Cameron comes right back with a 3 of his own. That could be quite a duel from the outside.
Travel and a turnover against Sac High. The first foul of the ball game called against 6'10" freshman Trevor Stanback of Chaminade. So we'll keep an eye on that. Foul trouble always a concern, particularly with the premier players. So here's Jaron Martin. Another deep launch and another long miss, and I don't understand that. Griffin Cohen. Baseline jumper down. Aaron Cameron. A pair of threes and a 10-7 sack lead. Tinsley, a kick out. Fire away. Again, another miss, but a stand back tip in. Oh boy. Had not a miss. Scrapped the board. Barnes is after it. Barnes has got it. Feed the freshman, and Young fouled underneath, and I wonder if that's on stand back.
Cameron from the side there pops it off to a great start, and that's really important for Sac. And then there's stand back with the tip. Very impressed with this freshman in his play last night. This guy's got unbelievable potential.
Meantime, Devin Young knocks down the first of 2 free throws after being fouled by Jaron Martin. Second one also good. Nice touch by the freshman. 12-9 Sac. Excellent start for the Dragons. Chaminade not doing bad either. Into the post, tap away. Barnes has it, 1-on-3. A miss. Follow up, wow. Nearly tracked down by Cameron. Racehorse the other way. Martin, a miss. Had not. Long outlet to Barnes. Loses the rock under pressure from Tinsley. Racehorse the other way. Martin inside of 4 Dragons. Goes to Williams, who's fouled by Hadnot, I believe.
Well, we talked about the speed of Oakland and how fast they were. Both of these teams showing some speed tonight. You kind of expect that from Sacramento. There's Coach Swafford. What a job he's done here. He's had so many good teams that he's kind of spoiled everyone by how good he is year after year.
Into the ball game for Chaminade. Backup guard Justin Eisen. And he missed them both. Big time Jack Williams, a pair of misses. To the corner, jumper on the way. A miss this time by Cameron. What a battle by Barnes as he knocks down Tinsley. Chaminade's got the rock. It's Jaron Martin. Pull up, find an open spot, gun one home. Wow. 12-11, sacked by 1. Martin's in for 4. Young misses the slam. Rebound, feed into Hadnot, tip in Hadnot, tip by Hadnot, grab by Hadnot. Wow. Feed the freshman. Young's got it. And they call 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think maybe that was a pretty good call. He lost the ball, was in there quite a while. But, man, do I like this guy's game. Jaron Martin.
He's handling the rock, sends it to the corner. Jack Williams likes that spot, misses short. Rebound by Standback. So the Eagles reload. This has been a up-tempo, super fast opening near 5 minutes here in the first, and we're very happy to have you with us. Jaron Martin, a miss from deep range. Tapped out long, and Martin's got it. Jack Williams looking fire. Another 3. He's in for a pair of them. Chaminade back on top. 14-12 with less than 3 minutes to go. Hadnot misses the runner, and Williams rebounds.
Good defense that time by the freshman Standback all over Hadnot.
Martin forced the issue and travel. 6'9" junior Jack Williams being looked at by a lot of schools. Shows off his touch again into the ball game for Chaminade. Number 50, Joel Loth, 6'7" forward. Aaron Cameron defended by Martin. That's going to be a battle all night. Bouncing low, Barnes, foul line jump shot, wobbles out. Tapped by Young. Out of bounds to Chaminade. Substitution, Sac into the contest, Stevie Matthews, and they'll give Barnes a rest. Matthews, 5'10" sophomore. 6 freshmen on Derek Swafford's Sac-High roster this season. And again, the Dragons playing without leading scorer Devon Boyd. Martin into a double team. Williams again, not this time. Rebound. Sac-High on the run. Cameron resets. It's Aaron Cameron here. Sends it back to his brother. Fadeaway Jay. Down! Deep deuce. Tie ball game at 14-all with 1:40 to go. Deep J Tinsley. Had not. Clears it and brings it up. Feed the cutter, Young. Oh, man. Foul on Young. Isn't there some unwritten rule where you got to give the guy room to come down if he's in the air?
I think Coach Swafford would say he's got to have some room to come down with a pass. He's not happy with that call. Didn't look like much of a bump, but anyway, the call goes for chaminade.
It's his second team foul. First foul on Young. Brooks into the ball game for Sac-High. Barnes sits down. Jaron Martin, too much. Misses that driving runner. John Cameron into Young. Oh yes, and a foul on Williams. The freshman is playing aggressively.
And I thought he really did that last night as well. He's come out very strong here in the early going. Like to see a guy like this go at those scorers like Williams, make him play both ends of the court.
17-14, sacked by 3 as Young completes a 3-point play. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Jaron Martin can score from out there, even from deeper. He demonstrated that in his 36-point performance last evening. Wow, inside foul against Jack Williams. 2 quick fouls now on the 6'9" junior all-star. 4th team foul. So into the ball game for Sac-High. Impressive 6'3" freshman swing. Christian Terrell, he's handling the rock. He played a lot of big minutes last night in the overtime thriller against Wentz Ranch. Aaron Cameron, down!
Number 10 is feeling it.
20-14, sacked by half a dozen. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Jaron Martin with the rock. And I have to believe they're going to isolate and let him play freelance right here. 10 seconds. Hadnot flashes out, and he's going to be called for a foul. Meantime, AC Aaron Cameron aired it out. What do they call that, Randy? Nothing but net?
Nothing but net, and every shot he's put up has been that way. 4 threes already.
Martin has it dribbled off his foot and out of bounds for a turnover with less than a second remaining in the quarter. So good D that time by the Dragons, but had not picked up his second foul when he came out to double team seconds before.
And again, I didn't think that looked like much of a bump either.
There was nothing there. Wow, great reactive instinct there by Matthews. We have played one. Sac-High rolling on top by 6 over the high-flying Chaminade Eagles. We'll be right back.
No, what'd she say?
She said whatever.
No, she says that all the time.
What's that?
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Hello?
I'm on the phone.
Who's this? It's me. I'm on the phone. Mom.
Oh, you're on the phone. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Who are you talking to? Kelly?
Mom.
All right.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
A torrid first quarter for host Sacramento. The Dragons blazing to 20 first period points and leading Chaminade by 6 right now as we open second quarter action. With Randy Routier, I'm Will James, along with the entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew. And in association with Play On Sports, happy to have you with us for this live telecast internet sports production here from Sac High. Deep J, fight for the board, ripped down by the 6'10 freshman stand back. Jaron Martin up the floor. He's got a huge appetite and always gets his quota of field goal attempts. Back-to-back scoring titles out of the Mission League in West Hills, and presently being looked at by Chico State. Wow, whistle and a foul. Terrell got tangled up with Loth, and it's on Terrell. Fourth team foul on Sac, 4 on each of them. Tinsley out, entering the contest for Chaminade, Dylan Cuenca. Cuenca's got the inbound. That's a Filipino name. Here is Jaron Martin with Terrell sagging way off of him. Pull up Jay. Oh yes, that's what you have to pay if you sag off.
Yeah, he's really a tough matchup because he can shoot like that from the outside, but you go out and pick him up, he'll go right past you. And you just have to, when you mentioned Chico State looking at him, you wonder how many schools would look at him if he was, say, 6'2".
Got a great point there. And on this 30-second timeout, let's take a look here at Jaron Martin from the circle. You sag off and you pay the price, and you crowd him and he will drive you. We saw a number of acrobatic drives and flip shots in that 36-point effort, so there's no safe way to play him and just take your chances.
Well, he doesn't have a weakness in his game either. He can do it inside, outside. Last night, he just had the look like he thought, you can't stop me, I can do what I want, and he pretty much did.
Well, we'll see how long head coach Todd Wolfson keeps his 6'9" junior standout Williams on the bench with his 2 fouls. Right now, he's got the 6'7" sophomore Joel Loth, number 50, playing in his place. Sac High needs to take advantage. Terrell, in and out, tough luck. Great save by Cameron. Misses the return layup. Tapped twice, tapped out, grabbed on the run by Cuenca. Feed low, stand back in close, misses the bank. Follow up, got it. Nice roll there, cashed in on the basket by Eisen. And Chaminade within 1, 20-19 Sac. Big trip up the floor for the Dragons. Into the post, it's Young, he's doubled. And a poor pass out of bounds for a Dragons turnover.
It was a poor pass, but it was the right idea. Terrell was cutting from behind. He tried to get to him, but he just threw it out of bounds. Right idea, though.
Austin Brooks, number 2, defending Jaron Martin. Stand back. He's had a quiet game thus far. Martin just looking for an open space on the floor, ready to fire at any time. Yep, just give me some daylight.
And he doesn't need a lot of daylight. He needs just a crack of daylight, and he can get his shot.
Out of bounds to Chaminade. And Martin will inbound it for the Eagles. They're down 1. Joe Barnes re-enters the contest, replacing Stevie Matthews. A lob to Standback. Tapped away and stolen by Barnes. Excellent defense by the veteran. Down low, bank shot missed. Boom! Devin Young with a follow-up slam.
Hey, he's not looking like a freshman anymore.
Cuenca skids at the foul line again. Jaron Martin dump it to Standback. He's tied up, intercepted by Terrell. One-on-one, Martin back, and Martin fouls him. That's going to be 2 on Martin. Let's take a look at the freshman Devin Young. There it is. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Christian Terrell at the line.
So Terrell at the stripe could really help Sac here at the foul line and misses number 1.
So Williams comes back into the game at the 4:56 mark.
So both Williams and Martin playing with 2 fouls each here with quite a bit of time left here in the second quarter. 1 out of 2 for Terrell. He gets his first point. 23-19. Martin, a runner with the left hand, a miss. Rebound tapped out by Aaron Cameron. He couldn't hold it. Tinsley's got it. Four and a half to go as we near midway second. Here's Jack Williams with a couple early 3 balls, but also a couple early fouls. Martin drives through the entire Sac defense and flips it home. He's got 9 points. He pulls Chaminade within 2. Terrell shoots off the side of the board and out of bounds to Chaminade. Let's take a look at Jaron Martin. What a scorer.
And this is late in the shot clock. Look at that. He makes them pay. They play defense all that time. He breaks them down, scores.
Cuenca inbounds to Martin. Midway second. This is a heck of a ball game. 23-21. Sac by 2 at present. Martin on the run. Misses this one. Rebound. Young. They push it ahead to Barnes. A miss! And Williams is back for the rebound. Hard to believe. Cuenca. Tinsley. Intercepted. Aaron Cameron. Feed the post. It's Young. Off the glass, a miss. He was way too quick for Standback on that. Martin, full speed, draws a foul. A reach from Keelan Cameron.
One thing, when you watch scorers, great scorers like Martin, those guys always seem to have fantastic body control, that they can get shots up to the rim when other guys can't even think about it. He did it there even though it didn't go in.
Martin good on number 1. And this Dave Hotel Memorial Pavilion is just about packed to capacity. I'm looking around up here in the balcony section where we're positioned, and there isn't much seating left. And I know the downstairs is filled. 2 out of 2 for Martin. He's in for 11, and we are tied at 23 here with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Whistle and a foul away from the ball. Or correction, a clock adjustment perhaps. It shows 3:05. They're going to allow a substitution for Sac. Christian Terrell in, Aaron Cameron out. So the Dragons inbound. Barnes to Keelan Cameron, who drives it strong and hits it dry. hoop. It's a go-ahead bucket. 25-23 Sac. Mark down. He's just really too much. Here's the Keelan Cameron drive to momentarily put Sac on top, and then at the other end, Martin hit the 3 ball right here to give Chaminade a 1-point edge. We're in the midst of a 30-second timeout with 2:42 left here in the second. And I'll tell you, Randy, this has developed into a real crowd pleaser.
Oh yeah, and this is exactly what we thought we would see. These teams are evenly matched. I wonder how long Chaminade, it looks like they're trying to slow the pace down a little bit. I don't think they could keep that going like they did in that first period, but the fans are loving this game. Outstanding teams and outstanding performance by both of them so far.
Here's Keelan Cameron up the floor. We remind you that Randy will be visiting with Derek Swafford at the half, coming up in a couple of minutes. Inside feed, down! Banked home. Nice job on the cash in by Austin Brooks, his first point. Another go-ahead bucket. Sac by 1, all alone underneath Loth, has his shot blocked by Brooks, out of bounds to Sac. Austin Brooks on the offside, banks it home. Inside, Hadnot wheels and deals for a bucket. 29-26. Jack Williams tries to answer, cannot. Good defensive pressure, and Terrell runs down the long rebound. Transition for Sac. Here's Barnes into the paint, and it's a block on Lock.
Will, I definitely see what you are talking about with Barnes and being so underrated. He does everything inside. Hadnot, what a spin, puts it up. Strong move by Hadnot, no hesitation. But Barnes, he does the things that don't always show up on a score sheet. One of those guys I really like, the tough senior with experience and always around the ball.
Excellent rundown, Randy. All that's on the money, and he's got his first point on the front end of 2 free throws. Devin Young in, Hadnot out with 1:44 to go in the first half. Number 2 free throw for Barnes upcoming. He buries that one as well. 31-26. Sac back to a 5-point lead after trailing by 1. Minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Jaron Martin directing traffic for Chaminade. Moves the rock, Tinsley. Wow, a turnover. Sac-High has the rock. So Barnes will inbound here with 1:20 remaining in the first half. Sac sitting on a 5-point cushion. Barnes down the slot, dumping low. A miss by Young. Tip try missed. Tinsley's got the long tap out. Head to Martin, long 3. Down! Aaron Martin. 31-29. Sac by 2. Young. A poor pass. Broken up. Stolen by Martin. Out of bounds to Sac. Aaron Cameron back in for Sac-High. Dragons will inbound under their bucket. Just less than a minute remaining. Jump shot Barnes. Backward, no. Chaminade's got the pill. Jaron Martin having another beautiful game. Deep jump shot, not this time. Over the back, stand back. Taps it to himself and rebounds. Break up on the run. Aaron Cameron. Boom! Woo! He slammed 60. 33-29 Sac on a steal, drive and slam. Jump shot missed by Tinsley. Out of bounds to Chaminade. Well, he just turned up the heat here in Hotel Pavilion, and Sac-High Cuenca into the ball game for Chaminade here with 20 seconds to go in the half. Lob to stand back, and now it's Jaron Martin. 15 seconds. He's doubled on the perimeter. They make him give it up to Cuenca. Back to Martin, 10 seconds. High post, stand back. 5 seconds. Give it to the cutter, Martin. Fadeaway jump shot. Nearly banked home but missed. On the run, rebound. Taken by Aaron Cameron. And we are halfway home. Let's take a look at the last score of the half. Aaron Cameron, the steal, drive, and breakaway slam. And that has provided Sac-High with the 4-point lead you see there. And momentarily, we'll be shifting our attention to Randy Routier, who will be gathering Sac-High head coach Derek Swafford for a brief interview at the intermission, and I cannot imagine where, oh, there he is. Heading over to the interview area. This has been an electrifying first half of play, and if time permits, let's turn our attention to down to floor level momentarily, where we'll pick up Randy Routier with Coach Swafford. Randy?
Coach, first half, pretty competitive first half. What did you like best about what your team did in that first half?
Well, we're attacking him like we want. We're not scared of the big guy. He's a freshman. We feel our freshman is better. We feel our freshman is stronger. And if we can contain that point guard, we can win the game. But he, to me, is the MVP of the whole tournament.
Been amazing. What can you do to slow him down? I mean, just slow him down, Alan.
Well, that's all we can do is try to slow him down, because we don't have that quickness to match with him. And quite frankly, we just got to contain him and keep attacking their other guys. And if he scores 30 and the rest of them don't score, we can win the game.
And it was a great first half, and I want to congratulate you on another great tournament. This is outstanding and great for the Sacramento area.
Well, yeah, this is my baby. This is what I've been dreaming and coming through fruition. Dennis Magro, our tournament director, has been great with us, and we're going to brand this, and this is going to be a yearly thing that the community can be proud of.
And last point, all the other coaches talk about how great it is, and they can't say enough about Sacramento High and Sacramento, the city.
Well, yeah, we got good hospitality here, and the mayor's always been trying to tell people that we're just not Sacramento. We're Sacramento to have things to offer, and we want to show that.
Appreciate it, and good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
All right, a great first half. We expect to see a lot more in the second half. Back to you, Will.
Thank you, Randy. We'll step away for a few seconds, and when we return, Randy will be visiting with Dennis Magro, the tournament director here for the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Stay with us.
Do you have a problem with your friends driving recklessly? With your friends endangering your life? I'm here to tell you that reckless driving is the #1 cause of teenage deaths. But with new and improved Slow Down, you don't have to die.
He's right. We should slow down.
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Kim, pay attention.
It's halftime, 33-29, Sacramento with the lead. over Chaminade, and we are very pleased to have the director of this tournament. And I was just talking to Coach Swafford about what a great tournament. And Mr. Magro, congratulations to you. This is such a success.
Thank you. We appreciate that. It's been a heck of a week. The mayor has helped us. He's entertained these kids. He has spoken to them and got his message across. It's all about education. So it's been a huge success the entire week.
And I know that you and Coach Swafford came up with this a while ago. What was really the idea that kicked it off, or how did it come about?
Well, the tournament has been around for over 10 years, but we decided to take it to the next level and bring in the teams from Southern California. Those are the powers of the state, obviously. So that's what we've been working on. We're trying to improve it each and every year. We feel that we have stepped it up from last year's competition, and we'll do it again next year. So we're at that point right now where, as I said, I'm already talking to new teams for next year. We'll be getting some of the better local teams as well. I've contacted quite a few in this area, and we'll have it all together probably by about March.
And I know I talked to the people at Chaminade. They are so excited, and they could not say enough about everyone here at Sac High, you as well as the city of Sacramento.
That's very nice to hear.
I appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing it year after year and year. But thank you for all the work you've done and the great effort.
Well, thank you.
All right. There we go. The man, along with Coach Swafford, behind the success of this tournament. We're going to have more exciting second half action for you when we return.
You are watching programming that is unique and seen only on Access Sacramento. As a 501c3 nonprofit organization, we invite your financial support. If you wish to see this program continue, ask to become a friend of Access Sacramento by calling 456-8600 extension 0. Give whatever you can afford. All donations qualify as tax deductible. We exist because you care. Call 456-8600 extension 0 and ask to become a friend of community programming, a friend of Access Sacramento.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
Welcome back. We are at the intermission. You see there Sac High leading in a tight game by 4 over Chaminade. And let's go ahead and turn our attention to Randy Routier. He is standing by with Chaminade head coach Todd Wolfson. Randy?
Coach Wolfson's from Chaminade. What did you like best about what your team did in that first half?
You know, they played hard. They played hard. Sacramento's a great team, and you know, we're only down 4, and you know, I'm pretty happy with the way we play. We kind of weathered their storm. We knew them being the home team, they come out and hit us early, and they did, and hopefully, you know, we can recuperate in the second half.
Now, you had a tough start last night and came back strong in the second half. What did you say to your team at half?
We just made a couple adjustments, you know, defensively, and looked to change a couple things. Sacramento's a solid team, and we're going to have to work for every possession and hopefully come out with a win.
And what do you think about the crowd? Pretty good turnout.
Oh, yeah, it's been great. And being in Sacramento has been a pleasure. I mean, everybody's been nice and friendly, and we're definitely coming back here next year.
Well, your team has some great, outstanding players, and we look for an outstanding second half. Thanks for your time here at halftime.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
All right. Thanks to Coach Wolfson for spending some time with us. What a great first half. What a great tournament. Much more to go here in the second half. Let's give it back to Will James.
Thank you, Randy. At the intermission, third quarter, not too far off. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll resume the high-intensity action of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back. We're at Sacramento High School's Dave Hotel Memorial Pavilion, and this game is at the intermission of the championship game. Right now, host Sacramento on top by 4 over tough Chaminade out of West Hills. And Randy Routier, I'm quite sure that Todd Wolfson, who you just interviewed, the Chaminade head coach, had a few things to say during the intermission to his ball club. Of their 29 points, 17 of them provided by Jaron Martin. He's going to need a whole lot more from the supporting cast.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to get some help, and Standback very quiet in that first half, much different than the game before. He's got to come up big, and obviously Jack Williams, who was plagued with foul trouble, he'll have to respond. And, you know, they did that the previous game as well. First half with Oakland, not the best. Second half, much better.
It's all about halftime adjustments, I suppose. We mentioned Martin leading the way with 17 points, game high so far. For Derek Swafford's Sac High Dragons, Aaron Cameron with 13 points to pace the home team, featuring 3 threes and a slam. 9 points from the freshman Devin Young, and so far in the battle of the freshmen, it's been no contest. As you say, Chaminade's Trevor Standback has been very, very quiet here in the first half, with just a 2-point total coming in the first quarter. And it might come down to the element of toughness and mental toughness, as we can see by comparison, though 4 inches shorter, Sac freshman Devin Young, a lot more aggressive and a lot more physically imposing than the 6'10 Standback.
And let's see if that changes for Standback. Last night, Will, 10 blocks in that game. He was at it from both ends, and so far he hasn't quite done that tonight.
Tinsley to Martin, and boy, what a dynamo. And look at this skirmish with Hadnot and Jack Williams, and Hadnot's going to get ripped for another foul. Wow, that'll be number 3 on the Sac-High center. It comes just 11 seconds into the quarter.
Well, and I think Williams might be up for an Academy Award there. He knows he got away with one.
Tapped, but grabbed by Chaminade. Here's Jack Williams now, working inside. A double fake, and he puts one home. So that cuts the lead in half. Now sacked by 2. Kellon Cameron into Hadnot, working on Williams. Turnaround Jay, banked home. There's one back in your face. Take that. 35-31 Sac as each club trades a bucket in the post area. Martin, look at that! It didn't go, but that was a remarkable drive.
Yeah, I don't even know how he got that shot off amongst all those tall guys.
Boom! A follow-up slam on the offside glass by Joe Barnes.
Wow, what leaping ability by Barnes that time.
Up 6 are the Dragons, 37-31. Right now, Chaminade getting a little lesson on how to play the glass. Tinsley looking for Williams. Cohen, Griffin, Williams, a miss, and Hadnot uncontested. Feed inside, Devin Young, inside, outside. Cameron, low, Hadnot, a miss in close. Too many of those. Meantime, Martin to Williams, easy money.
Good job by Martin that time running the break, and the big guy gets the payoff at the other end.
Joe Barnes. The veteran stepping up his game. 39-33, sacked by 6. Played 2.5 minutes here in the third quarter. This game has been exciting from the opening tip. Cohen got it. A 3-ball. Griffin Cohen, his first points.
Here we go. Watch for Barnes on the follow-up right there. Wow. And you see Williams running it, getting it from Martin. Nice bucket.
30-second timeout taken as that 3-ball by Griffin Cohen chopped the Sac lead in half.
I don't think Griffin scored in last night's game, and talking to Coach Wolfson earlier in the day, he said that he's got a little bit of a flu bug. He's been a little bit under the weather, averaging about 14 points on the season.
So Sac-High will have the rock there. You see Joe Barnes ready to inbound. We're early in the third quarter and delighted that you've decided to dial us in and join us for this championship game of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Sac in white, Chaminade in orange. Jump shot, down! Joe Barnes is on fire right now.
So it started out with Aaron Cameron having the hot hand. Now Barnes has it.
Williams takes it right to the hoop and scores uncontested.
Hey, this is like last night with Williams. The first half kind of quiet, came out strong in that third quarter.
Barnes baseline jump shot short this time. Williams rebound. Martin, he wants to get in on the act. Here's Cohen, another 3-ball. There's your 14-point average. A pair of threes in the quarter, and we are tied at 41. Devin Young loses the rock out of bounds for a turnover.
One more time, Barnes steps out, pops it, feeling it. And then the guy that's been pretty quiet, Griffin Cohen, Hits his second three of the half.
Williams defended by Hadnot. They're both in foul trouble. Tinsley a lob to Standback. He kicks out. Cohen, not this time. Out of bounds to Sac.
So for Coach Wolfson, Standback really is the guy that's got to crank it up here in this third quarter. The other guys have responded.
So Cameron up the floor. Terrell into the ball game. Here's the cutter Young, who's fouled between Standback and Cohen. Cohen called for the foul, his first. Each club with just one team foul here on the flip side of quarter number 3. This is for all the marbles tonight in this championship game. Young, the fadeaway is a miss. On the floor, picked up by Tinsley. Jaron Martin to the backside. Tapped out of there by Hadnot. Last touch by Cohen.
Great hustle that time by Hadnot, deflecting that pass. Cross-court pass thrown by Martin. Oh. So they talk it over, and the call will go Sac's way.
So Barnes will inbound for the Dragons. We're tied at 41. Sac had a 4-point lead to begin the half and stretched it to 6. But Jack Williams and Cohen took care of that. Pull-up jump shot. Bingo! Sweet money. Terrell with the 2. Sac back on top. Martin to Williams, a 3 on the way. He's got it, and Chaminade's back in front.
Wow, what is it about the third quarter for Jack Williams?
I don't know, but he's got 9 in the quarter. 3-second violation and a Sac turnover. 9 in the quarter, 15 for the game. Christian Terrell, nice touch. So Jaron Martin, who I don't believe has attempted a field goal in this quarter.
I don't think so.
Wow. Foul against Sac. It's going to be called on Keelan Cameron. 2 on the senior guard. Second team foul. Cohen will inbound for the Eagles. Into Jack Williams. Back cut. Martin all alone. Nobody saw him. I believe that's the largest lead for Chaminade today. Up 3. Hadnot has it tapped away. Out of bounds, a Sac turnover.
Well, you go underneath the basket there. There's a lot of contact on both sides, both ways. Now, how does this happen? How does Martin get that wide open and no one come over to make an attempt?
That's a breakdown. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take a breather ourselves and come right back to the game of the week.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back. With Randy Root here, I'm Will James, and we're having a ball here at Sacramento High School. We're in the midst of a championship game here of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. And Chaminade of West Hills, California has surged into a 3-point lead over host Sacramento here. with about 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Anybody's game. High scoring Jaron Martin up the floor. 17 points in the first half, 19 for the evening thus far. He's coming off a 36-point game. Here's a steal by Aaron Cameron, and he's fouled by Cohen.
Cohen frustrated with his own turnover there. That was probably a good foul because Cameron would have gone up that sideline there and gotten into a fast break mode.
So there's Terrell. Now they get it into Hadnot, who loops one home.
I really like the way Hadnot plays. Really enjoy the way this guy's tough down inside.
Wow, a foul called on Austin Brooks coming up the floor, away from the ball. It's hard to believe. Chaminade by 1 with the rock. Here's Martin getting a screen from Williams. Down the slot on Hadnot. French pastry does not click. Here comes Hadnot. Tries to get it to Barnes. Picked off by Williams. Martin lays it home. Possible 4-point swing there. Brooks to Terrell. Down! Wow. Christian Terrell came up big on that.
That's a freshman taking that shot. If you leave him alone, he's not shy.
We're tied at 48. Martin, full speed drive. Another pastry layup, wiggles out. Stand back, puts it in, and draws a foul from Brooks.
Standback had 12 points in the previous game and averaging 13 on the season. Pretty quiet tonight, but that's a big hoop right there, late in the third here.
Well, his 6'10" height advantage came in handy on that. Nothing extra special about it, but a clutch bucket. Free throw, stumbles home. So Chaminade back in front. Up 3, Eagles 51-48, a minute to go in the third. Terrell traveled. That's because Martin stepped into the passing lane and made him shuffle on the hesitation.
Well, that's the difference between the freshman and the senior point guard. And the other thing is, Standback now is set back down on the bench for Chaminade.
Jack Williams. Aaron Cameron. I don't think he's had many touches lately. Terrell, a pull-up. Tap by Young, out of bounds to Chaminade.
Well, Terrell that time didn't really know what to do. He went down low, and then he thought, wait a minute. He's looking to pass the ball to somebody and then shot, so the indecision hurt him, so he will sit down as well. Kalon Cameron comes in place of him.
Yeah, he just learned a lesson right there. 51-48, Chaminade by 3. Jaron Martin handling against Austin Brooks. I can see it coming. "13 seconds in the quarter. They double him. There's a turnover. Loft was not ready for the basketball. Cameron down.
Oh, tough shot by Aaron Cameron
to beat the buzzer. And let's take another look.
That is such a tough angle to bank it home.
We have played 3. Do not wander off. We got ourselves a 1-point game in the championship game of the St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic.
So lost. No, I am not, man. Dude, I dropped my phone. Oh, the road.
would you like to save your life from an ugly, reckless driving death? Don't answer yet. There's more. Act now by slowing down, and we'll guarantee you complete satisfaction. That's awesome!
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Whoa, Andy, slow down.
Well, there you see how tight it is right now as we prepare to open fourth quarter action from Sacramento High School. Chaminade of West Hills, California, up by 1 over host Sac High in this title game. And what a 3 quarters of action we have had.
Really hard to believe that the Sac West Ranch game last night, as good as that was, and it came down to the final shot, this one might be equal to it. 2 nights in a row, but just unbelievable action here in this tournament. Outstanding, and Coach Wolfson couldn't say enough about everyone and the job they've done here for this tournament.
And he said they would be back again next year. That's great to hear because he'll have Standback and Williams returning and another good crew. Barnes short on the jumper. Loth has the rebound.
Of course, they won't have Jaron Martin.
That's a big minus right there. A runner from Cohen, and he drops it home. (53-50). Chaminade by 3 into the post. Young, he's got the bucket. He got fouled.
There's Cohen, and whatever bug he may have had, it seems like it's gone away for the evening, or at least here in the second half. And Devin Young, what a move down low.
That's his first miss from the foul line after 3 out of 3 from there. And it leaves Sac a point short. They're down 53-52. Martin has the runner missed. This is probably going to be a foul. Well, I won't call it. I can't. Ray Simmons has the call. And Loth hits the call. He's in for 3 now. And each team with just 4 team fouls, so no bonus in the immediate future. We'll see what happens down the stretch. 7:05 to go, early fourth. Sac down by 1 after leading much of the game. Barnes, Cameron, Brooks. Into the post, there's Young. Oh yes. Another basket, and Loth got called for another foul, and he cannot believe it. And Coach Wolfson will immediately send Standback and Tinsley into the contest.
The potential of number 25, Devin Young, you know, you don't want to always say unlimited, but it's pretty close to that, or it's very, very high. What a move on the baseline. And Coach Wolfson cannot wait. He put Standback right back in, as you said.
Wow, great hustle by Brooks on the missed free throw by Young. Barnes sends it out on top. Talon Cameron, drive and kick out to Brooks. Now to Aaron Cameron, into the post. Young has it tapped away. Quick hands by Martin, causing that turnover. Sac by 1 at 54-53. 6:20 to go in this one. Jack Williams drive it on Barnes, who fouls him, and the bucket's gonna count. Williams is acting like a world beater here. Let's see if he can clean up the three-point play.
He's acting like it, he's playing like it. I just really have to wonder, 2 games, we've only seen 2 games Williams has played, but the first half and the second half, the difference between night and day.
Stumbles home the free throw, a 3-point play, 56-54, Chaminade back on top. Tinsley all over Aaron Cameron. Playing him without the ball. trying to prevent any touches to the hot shooting guard who had 13 in the first half. Brooks. Come on, Cameron. Intercepted on the run. Cohen, the breakaway, a miss. Aaron Cameron back for the rebound. Calling a travel on that?
He did.
So Sac turns it over. Tinsley out. Back in for Chaminade. Justin Eisen, number 3. Martin, who's been quiet here in the second half, but hasn't taken any shots either. Eisen to Martin. Deep range gunning. Short. Rebound, Aaron Cameron with Eisen all over him. That's his defensive assignment right there in his shirt. Into the post. Devin Young, wheel and deal. Oh, yes. He's got 6 in the quarter, and we're tied at 56 at the 5:05. Eisen to Jack Williams at the high post, defended by Hadnot. Here's Cohen, feed low, stand back, rams it hard, and traveled before the slam. Indecisiveness by the freshman.
Yeah, he got caught in between. He thought he was going to lay it up, and then he decided not to. Then he jammed it home, but they said he shuffled his feet.
I think he was also wondering where the defense was. We're tied up here. Inside, Hadnot banks it home for the lead. Jack Williams defended by Hadnot into the post. Stand back, jump hook, got it. Freshman came back strong on that. We're tied again. Boy, what a ball game we got here.
That's his favorite move, that little left-handed hook.
Devin Young, a miss. Wide open in front of Standback. Martin to Williams, got it. 4-point swing there, and Sac throws it away.
Hadnot goes inside. Sacramento here in the second half really pounding it down low. There's Young and Hadnot that time. Standback with the block, or at least made him miss it, and they pay for it on the other end with Williams running on the break. And I am telling you, Jaron Mitchell, or Martin, I mean, can score, but he's really passing here in the second half.
Here's Martin. Step back, Jay. Aaron Cameron, full speed. Eisen's after him. Pull up jump shot. Offside board. Brooks. Got it. That was huge. We're tied at 60 at the 3:35. Flip side of quarter number 4. Don't wander off. This is a wild one. It's for the championship of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Feed to stand back from Martin. He bobbles, gets it to Williams. Down! A deep deuce. Let's see if they call for a full. It is. We'll take a breath here and exhale and come right back to Sacramento High and more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. This game has been filled with exciting action from the very beginning, and let's take a look at Jack Williams' share of it. A 3-ball right there. And as you say, Randy Routier, a slow start and a big second half last night. Same thing tonight. 6 in the first half, 16 here in the second thus far.
Yeah, at halftime, I don't know what he does, but he comes out in his cape.
Hadnot has got 10 in the game. Terrell off the mark. Young puts it back. 62 all, less than 3 minutes to go now. Martin drives it strong, misses the runner, tipped in by Stanback.
I don't know, that ball looked like it was very close to being still on the rim.
It was. Open J. Brooks, bingo, we're tied again. Just in the last while, we've had 5 ties down the stretch here. A near throwaway, but Eisen tracks it down with 2:20 to go in the ball game. Okay, while the officials talk things over, let's take a look at the replays here.
Young goes and gets it, puts it back in. And then Brooks, these guys are so good. I don't know what it looks like at home, but we are here. These guys are so talented. This is such a great game.
Boy, it sure is. Deep corner jumper misses by Martin, and Terrell has the rock. Sac with a chance to take the lead at the 2:05. Into the post, Hadnot blocked out of there by Stanback. Feed it inside. Hadnot's got the layup. Sac back on top with 1:45 to go.
Great job by Hadnot staying with it and getting the bucket.
Williams to the corner. We got a whistle and a foul.
So Hadnot lays that in, and here we go. Has it blocked, gets the pass back, and puts it in.
Inbound, Martin to Williams. Clock winding down, a minute and a half to go. Martin a runner, no, but a foul on the drive. Possibly Young.
I think that was Young. He did a good job coming up and picking up Martin and forcing a tough shot, but he gets a foul.
So Martin, who's become a playmaker here in the second half, hits his third free throw, first point of the fourth quarter, and it pulls Chaminade within 1. Boy, this has been quite a ball game. 2 out of 2, clutch free throwing, 66 all. Terrell working for position, 1:15 to go here. 22 on the shot clock. Brooks, Terrell to the high post, Young. Get inside. Hadnot misses in close again.
Wow. So close.
Less than a minute now, 50 seconds. Let's see how Chaminade plays it. 20 on the shot clock. Martin to the corner. Eisen, a miss. Tapped out. Here's a foot race, and Williams beats Terrell to the ball, but travels.
Oh! What great effort by Williams. You see him walking down the court, but the call goes the Dragons' way.
Timeout taken. It is a full, and we will pause ourselves. Do not wander off. We'll be right back for the exciting conclusion of tonight's championship game.
It can be a little awkward when your friend tells you he's been diagnosed with a mental illness. But what's even more awkward is, if you're not there for him, he's less likely to recover.
I'm here to help, man, whatever it takes.
Well, there you see the arithmetic. Dead even. It's our 7th tie here in the 4th quarter with two great teams trading bucket for bucket, point for point. Sacramento High has the basketball after the turnover on the Jack Williams travel, battling for a rebound. So let's see what Coach Evans and Swafford have designed in the full timeout. Inbound goes to Terrell. 35 seconds, clock rolling, just a little bit of differential on the shot clock and game clock. Barnes to Terrell. We're looking for Aaron Cameron, but he's been played tough by Eisen. To the baseline, feed low, Hadnot banks it home!
What a pass by Aaron Cameron, goes to the baseline, flips that little pass over to Hadnot.
Barnes defending Martin, look out for the 3 ball, it could win it. No shot. Williams fouled by Barnes. Note the pass to Hadnot from Cameron.
What an evening Cameron's had.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a chancy call right there at 30 feet. It's a full timeout, but we're going to go ahead and keep it right here. It's going to allow Jack Williams 1-and-1 free throwing with a little over 6 seconds left on the clock. Should he hit them both, Sac High will have 6 seconds. Okay, let's take a look at the foul. Barnes got called for it. There's Barnes, 22, defending Martin, and he just knocked over Williams. So if Williams hits the 1-and-1 to tie it, Sac is designing a play right now in this full timeout and let's try to beat the buzzer and win it in regulation.
Just an amazing game. That tells part of the story there, the score. But after last night's game and the big victory for Sac, they come back and follow it up with a tough Chaminade team. Boy, both of these squads, outstanding effort tonight.
Jack Williams at the line tonight. He's 1 out of 3 from there. He's got the first one. All important. Dragons need to box out. He's got them both. We are tied. Inbound to Young, to half court to Terrell. Jump shot, down! Woo-wee! Sac High wins it, 71-68 on a buzzer-beating 3-ball, and the Chaminade Eagles stunned in utter disbelief. Jack Williams down, bending at the knees in absolute amazement as Terrell hits the big shot to win it. Oh my goodness.
Wow. We talk about the freshman and Devin Young having to have a good night. He did, but this guy may have had the best night of all now.
Let's take a look at the game winner right there. Banked home at the buzzer, no time left, and that was tremendous. Absolute pandemonium engulfing Hotel Memorial Pavilion here as the host Sacramento Dragons have pulled off the improbable tournament sweep to capture the championship of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic here, 71-68 over Chaminade. Stay with us. We're going to come back. Randy Routier will be interviewing our players of the game in the post-game segment. We'll be right back.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terracloth diapers breathe better? I did. Mm-hmm.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes. Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Can you concern with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. And seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall, and make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
The verdict is in and the decision is final this evening at Sacramento High School's Dave Hotel Memorial Pavilion in the championship game of the second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic as host Sacramento pulls off a somewhat improbable championship run,
And now we will introduce the
taking out
all-tournament team.
Chaminade of West Hills on a buzzer-beating jumper by Christian Terrell to
first person up for the
finalize
all-tournament team
a 70-68 victory.
And that is Michon Beard.
And let's take another look at the winning bucket that they have now called
Michon Beard
a 2 with a toe on the line, but good enough
The next person for
to
all-tournament
spell victory for the Dragons and send the high-flying Chaminade Eagles to a disappointing setback here in the tournament final.
Also making the all-tournament team.
We've got selections for all tournament teams and probably a tournament MVP upcoming. And we have our own selections of players of the game. Randy Routier having to wait until
Jack Williams
the
from Chaminade. Congratulations to
the
Jack
official
Williams.
announcements have been made for the tournament selections. Don't always coincide with our picks. But this tournament,
From Sacramento High School.
an amazing run of 5 days here at 2 different sites to accommodate a 16-team tournament put together by Dennis Magro and Derek Swafford. A tournament that promises to continue to increase in quality in succeeding years. as it gains the notoriety it has definitely earned from this year's tournament, with such teams as Inglewood and Oakland and Dorsey and Chaminade and West Ranch and Sac High participating.
Goes to Jaron Martin of Chaminade.
Jaron Martin is selected as the MVP of the tournament overall. The Chaminade guard, high scoring, and that's quite an honor considering that he beat out the outstanding, the tremendous post player from West Ranch who we saw in the earlier game, Ako Kalina.
For the second place.
So you see continuing post-game ceremony here, color and pageantry, and individual honors being awarded as picked by the tournament committee. And certainly the trophies and awards handed out here at this tournament, as we see head coach Todd Wolfson in his 5th year guiding Chaminade. And what a bitter loss by this team in a game that looked like it had every indication of going overtime after a pair of Jack Williams free throws tied the score at 68 all. But the Christian Terrell bank shot just before the buzzer put an end to any notion of overtime. And considering last night's overtime thriller and Sac's victory over West Ranch, that would have really brought the house down to go overtime again this evening. But it wasn't so, and Sac High able to pull off the buzzer-beating victory to claim the title. And this is certainly one that Derek Swafford, as you see the proud Sac High Dragons there lining up for photos. We're going to come back and continue our post-game activities here from Sacramento High School when we return.
And again, please join
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong, we belong, we belong, we belong.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back. We continue our post-game activities here at Sac High after the host Dragons win a thriller with a buzzer-beating shot, 70-68 over Chaminade. Let's join our colleague Randy Routier. He is standing by with a couple of the heroes tonight for Sacramento High, and let's name them for you as we'll take a look. Jack Williams, our player of the game from Chaminade, and for Sacramento High, freshman sensation Devin Young. Randy Routier standing by with two of the Dragons heroes tonight. Randy, what you got?
As you can imagine, a lot of things are going on here as Sacramento pulled off a great victory tonight. Just amazing to end the tournament. And with us, the Access Sacramento Game of the Week player of the game for Sacramento, Devin Young. Both of these gentlemen with me are freshmen. They did not play like freshmen tonight. And first of all, Devin, congratulations. And what an outstanding tournament you had.
Thank you.
Did you see it coming this way? Do you feel like a freshman anymore?
No, I feel like I fit in.
What allowed you to be so comfortable and so confident playing? Because Chaminade's an outstanding team, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, they are. My team makes me feel comfortable. We're all family. That's what we break that before we get out to practice games. That's what we do in the huddle. We're family.
I want to tell you, it was sure fun to watch you play tonight, and those low post moves are outstanding. It's going to be great for the Sacramento fans to follow you as you go on and progress this season.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, really appreciate it. And now we'd like to turn our attention to the game-winning shot. And first of all, you want to introduce yourself to everyone at home?
Hi, Christian Terrell, class of 16, Sacramento High School.
And you're a freshman too, but you didn't play like it. And I think the coaching staff showed a lot of confidence because you were in there at the end of the game.
Well, it's just the coaches having faith in me, knowing what to do and at what time. That's what propelled me to hit that shot.
Now, you know, a lot of kids growing up have the dream about hitting that game-winning home run or the game-winning shot. Did you have that same dream?
The play wasn't drawn up as well, but it's my dream to hit one of them.
And you did, but you're only a freshman and you hit it now. How does that feel?
Great right now. Just want to keep going on. Got to forget about it, go on to this next tournament and play.
Okay, but I tell you what, how about if we agree that we let you guys enjoy this one tonight? Because last night and tonight, outstanding basketball and great for the Sacramento area fans.
Well, I'd enjoy that.
All right, I want to thank both of you and good luck. And I just can't say enough about how good you guys played and what a great tournament you both had. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Boy, what a night here at Sacramento High School. Outstanding. And the Dragons win the tournament. Everyone's happy. The home crowd gets to go home happy. And I don't know. I'm out of words right now, so I'll give it back to Will James.
Thank you very much, Randy. You said it all. And the composure of those young Sacramento players was quite apparent as the way they came through in the clutch. Overall, an exhilarating, dramatic victory, and it couldn't be better as far as the hosts are concerned, as Sacramento prevails on a buzzer beater to stop tough Chaminade and win the championship of this second annual St. Hope Elite Hoops Classic. Access Sacramento on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week wish to express their collective appreciation to the Sacramento High School administration for their assistance, and to Play On Sports and Vice President Jeff Kurtz, whose cooperation helped make this cable television, internet, sports production possible. The Hometown Sports Game of the Week is a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with the Cosumnes River College Television Department and Play-by-Play Sports Productions. For Randy Routier and the entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew, I'm Will James. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll once again look forward to the next time we can cross your path. So long, everyone.